by Shane Patrick.
Come into my heart on the edge where my love for you starts. We'll walk out from the dark. Nothing in this world can tear us apart. They said that this was our last chance. And this may be my very last romance.
Well, I'm back. It's your half-assed reporter here, and I'm down on Henry Street. And we're going to go in and visit a show by this artist, Matthew Miller. Maybe we'll snag him on the way out and see if we can talk to him a little bit about the show. We're going to go in here at Pocket Utopia on Henry Street. Well, so the exhibition is a series of Matthew's drawings. Now, we saw an exhibition of his work at Famous Accountants. Well, I'm going to try to get around to some of the about 60 other openings that are happening here on the Lower East Side tonight, so I'm not going to have a lot of time. This is also Untitled Self-Portrait. But the strange things is that well, Matthew's got an exhibition of his paintings uptown, and I guess that's opening maybe later tonight or tomorrow. And the other strange thing is that he's also doing a series of kind of formalistic abstract drawings, graphite on paper. And there's the wonderful Austin Thomas, the proprietor here at Pocket Utopia. We'll see if we can snag Matthew out here. Matthew Miller, the artist, congratulations. Now you've got a painting show that's going on too, right? Tell us about the painting show.
Yeah, there are some paintings, older ones, and hopefully one or two new ones to add to that. But yeah, at least two paintings, and we will have some more of these drawings. Not the portrait drawings, but maybe some of the
your abstract,
the powdery kind of ones. Yeah,
okay.
I guess they're abstract.
Where's that going to be at?
This is at CG Burner. It's up on 73rd Street.
Now, the other question I was going to ask you is how do you work the formalistic abstract drawings against your very realistic figurative drawings?
I mean, in a way, I think they're like things that are like non-abstract in a sense, like the stars or these like maybe quilt forms or something that has like a regionalist maybe kind of feel to it, but I can just kind of like be playful with like the simple materials I'm using, like the tape and this powder, and just kind of yeah, be casual.
And it also gives you a chance to think about an image in a different way than you have with the strictly figurative stuff.
Yeah, sure. And for real, honestly, it's kind of like the front end of maybe a project that I'm going to pursue.
Really?
They're just kind of like the beginnings of something possibly. It could be more.
Okay, well, Matthew Miller, congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, down here at Pocket Utopia, we're going to run on. Well, now we're going to run into the Allegra La Viola Gallery and look at an exhibition by Sandy Sloan, Quick Metal Rich Blood. Well, we kind of started out at the very bottom of the Lower East Side with Pocket Utopia. This piece is titled Spring Material, Oil Acrylic, Mica, and Resin on Canvas. It does have kind of a pearlescent quality about the paint surfaces on some of these passages. 49 by 62 inches. Well, I'm going to just run through a lot of this, but looks like Sandy is kind of carrying on the legacy of the New York school, maybe some of the stain painters, but her pours have a little more body there, being absorbed so much into the canvas. It's called Burning Love. Sparks from the wheel. 28 by 22 inches. It's titled Shoot the Blues. Acrylic resin mic on canvas, 58 by 68 inches. There's Lori Ellison, and the artist, Sandy Sloan. It's titled Sea with Stranger. And I kind of like this little section here. It's like these pools of cadmium red kind of precipitate out of these little craters. Some of her watercolors are nice. She has a nice suite of fairly large pieces here in the back gallery. This is titled Further Out 2011. It's a 62-inch square. And I was thinking that's kind of a nice take on the red, white, and blue. A lot of these paintings have these kind of little chunks of pigment and resin that activate the surface. This is the quick run through of Sandy Sloan, Wood Metal Rich Blood, here at Allegra La Viola, 179 East Broadway. Well, now at the bottom end of Orchard Street. This is Invisible Exports, but I don't have time to run in there. Actually, this is it's interesting because Orchard Street has become one of the hot art strips, and tonight for the season opener I bet there's probably about maybe 10 or 12 different gallery openings here. There's a couple more. So we're going to run in here at the new Mackenzie. Oh, Matthew Delegate from Honest Space, so going to see you on Friday.
All right.
So, Mackenzie was in Chelsea for about 10 years. And finally kind of read the writing on the wall and realized that the Lower East Side was the new happening place, and came down here and opened this new beautiful space. And this is the debut. Oh, this is a piece by Rob DeOtte, and he's a Brooklyn artist and is a partner running the new Parallel Art Space, which is out at 1717 Chapman Street. Now, it's too much of a mob scene for me to actually get a directory, so I'll just take a quick run through here and pick out some of the highlights. This is by Halsey Holloway. And I don't have a title, but we had a show that we covered out in Bushwick at Storefront about 6 or 8 months ago. And there's another long-time Williamsburg painter. This is Don Voisin. And I believe he's got an exhibition that's opening in San Francisco in the next couple of days. I don't know the title of this piece, but I believe that it's oil on panel. And it's probably about 54 by 44. There's a couple of pieces by Gary Peterson. And I'm a fan of Gary's work because I love his color sense. And unfortunately, I don't have the titles for these pieces, but they're acrylic and acrylic gouache on panel. I like these little pieces. Especially kind of like the way that the compositions wrap around the edge. Eric Denbrisian. Oh, there's Valerie Mackenzie. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Way to go. The show looks great.
Thank you.
Let's get these people out of here so I can see the art. Thanks. Oh, well, before they close the doors, let's pop in here at Scaramouche. This is by Jonathan Van Dyke, and it's titled Disappearing Core. Cedar aluminum chain, masonite, and paint. Oh, so I like the way he's kind of drooled some paint down here on the light chains. Some pieces by Olegario Boidi. Now I like this guy's work, or at least the work that he had made for him. It's embroidery on canvas. He's got a big show up at MoMA right now. Oh boy, that's a sweet little piece. I don't read Italian. Siding Siege. This is all silk thread. It's Paul Branca. There's Jennifer Bartlett. Fire Fallen Table, 1988-89. Oil on canvas. Paul Branca. This is Paul Branca. Jeez, is that a jock strap he's got on there? Oh, we'll pop into Boise. It's a painting by Kathy Bradford, and I'm not sure, but I think it's titled New Men.
He doubted the whole concept of a new man, even when I pointed out that maybe he had something to do with it and embodied the idea of the new man. And now,
are we talking Paul Newman, or which Newman are we talking about?
We're talking about the word new man, flip. It's just a formal conceit.
Tell us a little bit about the show. You're supposed to be one of the two inspirations for these artists. Are you and Joyce Pensato are the inspirations?
Aren't you a little close to me?
No.
Joyce and I are a different generation than say, Amy Feldman right next to me.
Annie Feldman?
Amy Feldman.
Amy Feldman. Okay, great.
Together.
How about this artist?
Well, she's nice and scrappy.
Who is it?
I think it's Polly Schindler.
Schindler. It's a piece by Devon Troy Strother titled "The Me, You, Your Mother, and Maybe Even Your Cousin Too" painting. Mixed media on paper. This is a piece by the curator, Jason Stopa. It's titled "White Dust." Oh, hey Russell. And there's the curator right there, Jason. And Trudy Benson with her painting behind her. Congratulations, folks. It's titled "Monolith" by Trudy Benson. It's acrylic enamel and oil on canvas. And I was going to say that one of the criteria for the show, or at least seems that Jason has a sensibility for the physical nature of the pigment. Used to like the people that are goobing on the paint. Now, we've been following Trudy since her first exhibition. I guess it was the night that she graduated from Pratt about 3 years ago. It's by Polly Schindler. Dang darn. Acrylic on canvas with oil and enamel. Here are a couple of kind of interesting pieces. These are by Austin Eddy. It's a kind of pathetic, but I like this. She got the canvas with the lines drawn on it, and then the shapes of the figure is actually cut out corrugated cardboard. This is titled "Canadian Mountie." It's also by Austin. Acrylic ink, oil pastel on cardboard on canvas. That's a nice piece by Russell Tyler. He's Trudy Benson's hubby. This is titled "EB." And Russell also likes to get into the paint. Kind of liked his contrast to this bold vermilion triangle with the tertiary earth tones and the grayed down browns. It's by Ian Swanson. It's untitled. Acrylic on panel. Well, we're going to look at room Shiflett here in the front gallery at Leslie Heller Workspace. These are all collage paper on, I guess that's muslin, some kind of mesh. Well, a lot of the work that Leslie shows down here has a kind of an obsessive quality to it, an obsessive sensibility. And look at some of this. There's of little pencil drawing, tiny pieces of almost woven paper. Now, I would say that these kind of relate to almost textiles. And boy, I hate to think about it. I'm trying. I would get pretty tired just looking at her, the cutting and the pasting, all these little strips.
They're amazing. I should get a picture of you doing that.
Well, now we're going to look at a group show that was curated by Tom Kotek. That's the curator right there. A nice little diptych by David Baskin. This is cast urethane. Resin and pigment on wood. And each one of those panels is 55 by 42 inches. Oh, this is some weird shit. This is by Jim Wright. It's acrylic and epoxy on panel. Now, I've seen Jim's work before. I think he's out in Brooklyn. But a lot of this is actually cut and collage acrylic. It's kind of cute. Piece. This is titled Canker by Charlotte Beckett. Insulation tape, plastic motor, and hardware. A little kinetic sculpture. So that's been a run through of Shift. The group show here in the back at Leslie Heller's Workspace. It was curated by Tom Kotek and Drew Shiflett. Thank you, Kate.
Nothing in this world can tear us apart.
Okay, Shane, you better give me a CD.